is the Biden administration using tax dollars to pay child actors to try and make Kamala Harris seem relatable. Yeah, we got some videos to go over. Cringeworthy alert. Plus, who is the awake, not woke queen named Raquel Redd? And what does she make of today's leftists and liberals? Man, we got so much to go over here today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's Conversation.
Yeah, there we are. All right. It's freaking these Bluetooth keyboards, man. Okay? Look, it's not even work. Yeah. Oh, forget about it. What's up, Raquel? How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm glad you made it today.
I made it.
You look great, as always.
Thanks.
How long does it take to get all dolled up, if you will?
About 15 minutes.
No.
That's a little shake
come on,
and go
that's a
wig,
lie.
a little mascara.
She's got it down to a science. And Chris Early's the exact opposite. How are you, brother?
Good. How are you?
You got your adulting shirt on today.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 star. Would not recommend.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. Always type in with your comments, give us a like, and make sure to share this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, let us know where you are viewing from or listening from. We'd love to talk about your neck of the woods. Plus, you got any questions, comments? We do got links to it all here in the video description. Okay. So, before we get into it all, Raquel, this is your first time on the show,
It is.
right? You look fabulous. How long you been queening for?
Queening for, like
Yeah.
dressing up like
Yeah.
this, professionally or religiously?
Religiously.
Well, since I was a kid.
Okay.
I can remember. But professionally for almost about 10 years, I started in West Hollywood.
West Hollywood.
Because RuPaul told me to.
Really?
You should be on my show. I said, well, I'm not a drag queen. And he said, well, we're not hiring drag queens. We're hiring television stars. Get your ass on TV.
Yeah.
So I started doing little gigs in West Hollywood, and it snowballed.
Right. Now, okay. Now you're finally here. You made it to Tennessee.
Born and raised in Nashville.
In Nashville. And now you call Clarksville your home.
I do.
And you are awake but not woke.
Sure.
I watch your show. You guys broadcast. You're going to be live tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m.
The link is in the video description, and you go live every Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you get into, I don't know, maybe arguments, conversations, debates, if you will?
Well, actually I don't, because a lot of the people who want to, have a disagreement don't have the courage or the backbone
that the
to
worst?
actually engage in a legitimate argument or conversation
they
about it. So
never-
they normally just say something and they leave.
They type it out.
Right.
Okay.
And then they block and run
And
out.
you send them the invite. Hey, come on the show. Let's talk
Welcome.
about it.
Eric Patton, I got to stop bringing him up because he's getting too much attention. But, one of the activists, but
Why? Who's Eric Pan? What?
I don't even know, but somebody who wanted to out of nowhere engage in one of my shows. And it's just like the comments that come in, the people who want to watch stuff and then hit me through direct message or spread rumors or whatever because of
what's
my
some of the rumors?
politics or that I'm self-loathing.
Uh-huh.
I'm a
True.
traitor to my LGBTQMOSG community.
True. Did they oust you because you're
Oh God,
you're not,
yeah.
No.
Yeah. Someone even, I can't. I would love to come on your show, but I can't because it's too political. I said, well, come on and share your political ideas.
Right.
There's people who watch my show in the RKN family, who don't
And
necessarily.
what does RKN stand for?
Raquel Knows Nashville.
Okay.
The whole gig started when I was going out on the streets and interviewing people like quick style. Where you from and what do you get married for? And that's coming back here in a few weeks. We're going to go back downtown Nashville and interview drunk people coming out of bars.
There you go.
But, inviting people to come and, let's have a discussion. There's people who watch who don't necessarily align with my political views, and I'm trying to just be an example of a conversation that we can be having amongst ourselves instead of at each other because Oprah said I was right and you were wrong.
Now, I always thought that, okay, that side of the table is supposed to be the most open-minded
Sure,
individuals,
sure,
right? So
sure.
why so close-minded when like yourself says, hey, I have different views?
Exactly. I think fear. I think it's this fear of what I'm finding even I'm 37 years old in my generation. I've never understood this. I have to
Wait,
be
how old are you?
37,
You're looking.
allegedly.
You're looking.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank
It's a
you.
joke.
And it begins.
Okay.
I've got mine too. No, I'm just like, are we I'm transgender. So this transgender community walking around to all the other communities, making everyone walk on eggshells as far as pronouns or what we identify. I'm like, we are the leading edge of this whole human experience. And you want me to get pissed and bogged down because they didn't call me a ma'am at the mall? So.
Do you get upset when?
No, I don't ever think about it. I'm too busy being who I am and moving this forward than to sit down and stop and find what's wrong about David Chappelle's comedy act. You know, I don't have to watch. I also don't need Netflix to take him off in order for me to feel good. It's about who I am.
Did you watch Dave Chappelle, The Closer?
I did, and I loved it. He's a genius.
You loved it.
I've liked all his transgender jokes because, damn it, they're funny. You know, if you can't laugh at yourself, then you don't need to be out here in a dress.
Did you see the two in the front of the audience?
They were just mortified because they came to the wrong show, huh?
Oh my God! Look at this. This is crazy. Like, we were talking about this yesterday on the show, and it looks like maybe they were there to enjoy, or maybe even to start something. But for some reason, and hey, those listening audio-wise, if you want to check out the video stuff, just go to the Joe Padula Show Facebook page or the YouTube channel, and you can see exactly what we're seeing. So here we are at the Joe Show Twitter. Are you on Twitter?
I am on Twitter.
Yeah? What's your Twitter handle?
RKN Live.
Oh, duh. Yeah, that makes sense. Come on, Twitter.
I don't do much on Twitter.
Oh, you got to get back on Twitter on a daily basis.
It's stodgy. You know.
See, look at this. Look at this. Look at these two. This is how it was. This is how they were in the beginning.
She was outraged.
No, but in the beginning, they were all clapping. They were like, yeah, Dave Chappelle, right? And then, this is taking way too long. This friggin' computer. I've had it. I've had it with technology.
It's Twitter.
I've had it. Right. You ain't kidding. Yeah, so there they are, okay? And then by the end of it, they're just scowling. Everyone's laughing around them, and they're just, why?
At one point, they got a really good close-up on I'm going to just, for the sake of the they in the glasses there.
Yeah.
Them. They were just like, they got a close-up of her being mortified. And I thought, you should have just left. You shouldn't be there. Or, I don't know, if...
And
the
did you see this one?
sensitivity of it all is kind of backfiring on whatever trans movement we think we're in. I'm your effing trans. Are we cussing on the show?
Yeah, sure.
I'm your trans movement.
Okay.
And that is going against whatever going against whatever they told me to vote for. Like I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm a two-time Obama voter who turned into a Trump voter because of Hillary Clinton. But then when I get my fellow LGBTers in my face about politics, I'm like, name a Democrat that voted for your right to get married.
And what is their response?
They don't have one. It's a block. I'm crazy. I'm the problem. And then it goes into wanting to shut me up. Reporting my show, trying to get me to stop talking about what I'm talking about.
Why go for Trump?
Well, he wasn't Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, what's your deal with Hillary? I hear you. I'm not a big Hillary fan. I'm anti-Kenkel.
I'm anti-career politician.
Yeah,
and again,
establishment.
Show me a Joe Biden, show me a Hillary Clinton, show me a Barack Obama that actually voted yes, not no, but voted yes on the LGBT movement.
Okay.
And then I see someone like Donald Trump come in, and I thought it was a joke at first. I remember calling Queen Mother, my mother, and I was like, do you hear this? And she's like, have you heard what he said? And I thought, well, this could be all a big show because clearly we've gotten really accustomed to and conditioned to these showboater politicians that I guess it's just okay for them to say whatever and then go and actually legislate something completely different. And I just don't understand why the LGBT community is sucking the dick of the Democrats because the celebrities and the whoever that impress them, the Taylor Swifts and everybody who have completely, totally different voting priorities than any of us, working class.
Taylor Swift does have stretch marks around her mouth. Have you seen them?
I have, up close and personal.
Oh, boy.
But, Lady Gaga coming out and trying to tell us to vote for my buddy Joe. Like, stay out of it.
Like, another thing, too, and I don't care.
Why didn't he vote for me is what I want to know.
I don't really care much for when celebrities... Whether it's for Trump or like when Scott Baio. First of all, I was like, you can't do better than Scott Baio, right. All right? We can't get somebody better than Charles in Charge.
They really couldn't. No, they can't.
But here's why. Because if they do come out and support someone like a Trump, they get blacklisted.
Sure.
Same thing in the music
That's
industry.
Fear. If my argument doesn't support itself, then I have to get rid of yours.
And I couldn't believe it. They had this walk away campaign. Do you remember?
I'm part of it.
Right. Hashtag walk away. Right.
Yeah.
And they deleted it. Facebook got rid of it all.
I wonder where he went. Brandon
Straka. Absolutely. They deleted it.
Yeah.
Because it was showing hundreds of thousands of people who walked away from the plantation of the Democratic Party.
And my little dog and pony show is not getting like hundreds of thousands of views, but I bet you as soon as it does, they'll start being a little more worried about me. They've only recently started they won't censor my show, but they put this is sensitive content. And I get a notification saying, we're not going to ban you or remove this content, but we're just going to let some people know that it may talk about violence or graphic content. And I go back and I'm thinking, like, I'm talking politics. We have a mugshot match game. That's a lot of fun. You can win a t-shirt. And I'm thinking, like, how interesting the LGBT, the T, leftists out here, we're all about freedom of speech or whatever, is now my little content is starting to get attention from the Twitter and from YouTube and Facebook.
That's how you know you're 37. You said the Twitter, right?
The Twitter. Yeah.
No, but I hear you. This morning we had a video deleted from Facebook.
Which one?
The one of the lady in Australia who wasn't wearing a mask but getting choked out by the cops. It's crazy in Australia.
Australia's real crazy.
They're nuts.
I have viewers in Australia. He sends me updates. How's it going down there? Apparently, it's just Sydney.
I'm sure he sends you more than that, but that's none of my business.
Yeah, he'd like to, but that costs extra. There's Sydney and another capital that's
Chris.
the only ones on lockdown.
Yeah,
This is a business.
Yeah, damn right. But all right, before we get into more, we did bring up Kamala Harris. Oh boy, Chris, what are your thoughts on Kamala?
Well, I don't know if they're politically correct or not.
No, let's hear 'em.
I just think that she's a waste of space. I think
A waste
she's
of
two-faced, double standards. I think that she needs to be thrown in prison. Yeah, look at the horse.
Well, we're not here to call names, but
That's the horse leading the cart.
I actually think she's pretty.
I think
She'd
she
be
has.
pretty disgustingly ugly.
I think she has potential. It's not about looks, okay? Believe you me.
Bullshit.
Now, that's the whole
No.
personality.
When it comes to someone in office, I mean, can they get the job done? All right.
She
That was-
lost me with the witch's cackle.
That what it's about with me. Can you do the job? That's all that matters.
Now, First Lady, it's about looks. Melania Padula, fantastic. All right. But there's this thing where she was doing these NASA videos. And by the way, shouldn't you be at the border?
You said NASA, right?
NASA.
NASA.
NASA stands for never a straight answer anyway.
See, Bay knows. Never a straight answer anyway. But there's this thing where it's Kamala Harris is doing. It's stupid. It's still everything about this administration is so fake. So instead of being at the border. The only time she even talked about the border recently was when she was calling the guy a whipping the friggin' migrants coming over when we saw it was the rains, for crying out loud.
The only other time she uses the word border is when she's talking about Taco Bell.
The children in NASA space video with Kamala Harris are actors. Kids in the clip, produced by a Canadian-based sinking ship entertainment, had to audition for the part despite being presented as normal.
And they got them from Canada.
Look,
So they
They're not
fake.
even American actors.
but here's the thing.
Imported more.
They are trying to groom us to accept her because they know Biden's on the way out.
That's an insult.
I mean, did you see these Biden ratings? Look at this.
Yeah, it's like
Does he still have some?
37%.
Look at this. This is from Civics, and Civics is the best. When you're going to be using polling, this is registered voters, and this is currently 111,000 registered voters, okay, used in this. And I love what they do. They break it all up by Republicans, Independents, Democrats, a whole bit. But overall, Biden's approval rating now at 39% approval, 52% disapproval.
Who the hell is that 39%? And are they in like a psychiatric ward?
Here, I mean, this is really how it goes. I mean, Democrats, you know what it's going to be, all right? They're all in no matter what. Their baseball team sucks, but we're the best, right? That's how it goes.
So like Met fans.
Yeah, exactly like Met fans.
Can I ask a question about
Yeah,
these
what do
polls?
you
Are
got?
we still like using this as intel because the polls have been religiously wrong?
That's why I use this Civics site. I'll send you the link, too.
Have you ever been part of a poll?
Yeah, stripper poll. You know, I paid
But
a lot of money for
like,
that.
who are getting polled? Like, who is, you say registered
Yeah,
voters, but who
I've
are
been polled.
So,
Okay, like a big like ABC or
Like
something.
they what's the big one?
I'm looking at it.
Well, thanks. But no, the big poll that they use annually or during
They got the Gallup poll.
The Gallup,
Yeah,
that's
they
the
got
one.
Gallup.
The Gallup.
They got
Do
so
they
many.
call you at home? Do they
yeah,
text you?
they'll call you and
Okay.
they'll say, "Hey, we're
bad I'm
doing
not
a poll
listed.
about this. Are
But
you interested?"
But again, those polls, and they take like 1,000 people, okay? And that's how they do it. But that's why I love the Civics here, all right, where it does have its registered voters, and it's at over 100,000 people.
And like they're getting them from home or the internet. Like where are they getting?
Probably
in touch
from
with-
China.
Sure.
Yeah, probably from China.
Sure.
But anyway, but nonetheless, so the Democrats, right now, 80% approval amongst Democrats, according to Civics, all right? Which was originally 90%, right? Okay? Republicans, of course, same thing. You know, my New York Mets are the best no matter what, right? Sure. And it is at a 94% disapproval. Here is where the difference is all making. The independents. The independents, The independents give Joe Biden currently a 61% disapproval. 61%. In the beginning, he was at a 44% disapproval. I mean, that is massive, because that's the one that's going to make all the difference when it comes to the ballot box. You know, if we don't use Dominion or whatever.
Well, they're not stupid. They've got to see this coming next year.
Yeah. Oh, they know it.
They probably don't care because they're just going to cheat anyway. You know, they're like,
allegedly. Allegedly, YouTube.
Oh, you're on the YouTube as well.
But Kamala Harris, again, they are grooming her because he's on his way out now.
You mean grooming her for impeachment?
Grooming her. It's interesting too. He's going to step down. Do we all agree with that? Is he going to make it to the next term?
I think what they're doing is
he's going to make it to the next Christmas.
Well, I think what they're doing, they have to bide him for 2 years. Have to. Because if not, Kamala can't run for 2 more terms. As a president, you can either run 2 terms or 10 years.
Right, but if he leaves sometime this year or next year, then they have now 10 years at the stake if she goes 4 years or 8 years.
He has to go 2 full years.
Right.
So he's only on year 1 right
so
now.
I give him till about spring before we start hearing about his dementia, Alzheimer's, allegedly.
I'll be surprised if he makes it past Valentine's Day.
Right. Well,
I think perhaps they're going to try and get rid of him before midterms of 2022.
they'll have to.
Right. So they're grooming Kamala to make her likable because her numbers suck too. Nobody likes her. I mean, the cackle alone, for crying out loud.
Well, I mean, perfect time of year. It's Halloween.
But here,
Well, I think it. Well, I'm not saying that.
here let's look at this video. This which is now been revealed. Canadian-based Sinking Ship Entertainment had to audition for the part despite being presented as normal.
One of the things I'm most excited about. But the other, you guys are gonna see. You're gonna literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes. With your own eyes, I'm telling you.
It feels like SNL.
It really does.
It's very SNL.
It's gonna be unbelievable. So that's one of the things we can do here too, which makes it.
Yeah, you know.
Well, good for her.
No, but let's see. Here is where is it? Oh, here. Let's look at the final produced video. Actually, hey, we paid for this, by the way.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. While the border crisis is going on, okay. While we still have so many things still happening, going wrong over in Afghanistan, we still have American citizens over there. Don't forget that. All right, I know the media is not covering it, but anyway, and also inflation. All right, I tried to buy a freaking roast beef the other day. Unbelievable.
Good luck with that.
Oh, I had to buy the cheaper one. It was so much smaller.
No boar's head for you.
No, it was chewy. Ugh. All right. What the fuck are we doing?
Hi, I am NASA astronaut Shane Kimbrough aboard the International Space Station with a challenge.
They couldn't find someone without a bunt. Look at this.
Well, I mean, he is
This year
zero
during
gravity.
World Space Week,
Is he wearing? Is it a diaper?
I don't know.
I challenge you to go outside and look at the moon. Go to your local observatory.
All right. So there's the kids.
And what? We're taking them to space now?
No, they're just saying.
Can we leave? Can we send Kamala there?
I can't with this. It's just so weird.
What?
Same thing with this whole administration. They got this.
I know this fake
What, the
theater
studio?
that he's like supposed to. And you know, I was watching where they were saying it's so he can properly read a teleprompter and it not be obstructed by glass or anything that makes it look like he's obviously reading a teleprompter. So he leaves the White House and walks next door to a studio.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever. Yeah, this fake views. Okay, believe me. Yeah, the White House has developed a special video set for President Joe Biden for his events that are broadcast online or include video conferencing. You also got the Fauci ouchie there too. Oh, how you feeling about the Fauci ouchie?
I don't feel about it because I'm not getting it.
Yeah, it's not your thing.
I don't need it. I may have already had COVID, so I have antibodies. I guess I'll get that test. But I've only gotten 2 COVID tests this whole situation. Both were negative. I got sick a couple weeks ago. I wasn't sure. Didn't really care. It wasn't like.
Isn't that weird? Every time you don't feel well, you're like, oh no, it's a COVID.
Is this the COVID?
Right.
But,
Oh my God, I got
can still get up
gas.
and
Is this
take care of
COVID?
my daughter. I can still get up and do my show. So I was like, if this is it, then okay, great.
Yeah.
So I just feel like if I'm if you want to take the vaccine, that is your business. I think it should be optional. I don't think it should be mandated.
Your trans friends, what are their thoughts on?
I have trans friends. I don't know.
Oh,
any of
did
my-
they all disown you?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have any trans?
Are they all for the mandates?
I don't know. I do have a friend who's a doctor.
Weren't they the same ones protesting years ago?
Sure. You know, that's what I said. They spent 4 years teaching us how to resist. So
Yeah.
I'm here. For it.
That's right.
Shouldn't we call them something other than mandates? I mean, shouldn't they be like a people dates or something?
Pronoun dates?
Oh,
Person?
they
Yeah.
date.
Non-binary. But yeah, it's just so weird. He's got this set where, I don't know, everything about this administration is fake. Look, these aren't real windows. It's a digital screen, babe.
Someone should hack and have like a Trump blimp going in the background.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh my God. I would love
You
that.
hear that, hacker world? Make it happen.
Make it
No,
happen.
don't.
Trump popping up in the middle of a broadcast. I'm back.
I'll have him outside the window looking in.
He's back on Twitter, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, he's not back on Twitter. His Facebook page has been brought back.
Reestablished.
Yeah, he
still
hasn't
hasn't
posted.
posted.
Right. I bet he's still in Facebook jail.
I think he'll come out with his own platform when he announces that he's running next year.
I had high hopes for Parler. I really did.
I don't really give a shit about any of it.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm too busy to be. You know, my brand would be a lot larger if I'd spend more time like the kids do on the internet. I don't have a lot of tolerance or patience for these apps and posting and making sure everybody sees what I get to eat and my trophy life and all that bullshit. And especially if somebody wants to share something, whether it be a video or a point of view, and it now, well, you can't say that about COVID. You can't say that about ivermectin. You can't say that about the vaccine.
I know.
And now it'll come down to like, we don't even want you talking about politicians because they're so precious and honorable.
We got a strike on YouTube. This was in November when we were talking about, one of them was ivermectin. Okay.
I remember that.
All right.
What
I
about
mean,
the
like,
people it has helped? Do they not get to say what their experience was?
and the
Nope.
bullshit stories that they were doing about this ivermectin with the horse stuff and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So
How about
Kamala got it, right?
like what?
The ivermectin?
The ivermectin?
For horses, right?
Oh my God! But yeah, I mean, it's just it's unreal. And then they do a retraction, but nobody sees the retraction.
Sure, you'll never see the retraction.
Rolling Stones did that story about people. I believe it was in Nebraska, no, Oklahoma. People, there was a line waiting for patients going into a hospital because the hospital was filled with people overdosing on ivermectin, right? And this was in August. And Rolling Stone even used a picture. People are outside the hospital,
So I
okay,
retweeted
freezing.
that story, and
yeah.
I had a friend who's very leftist, and he only likes to bark up when he thinks he's caught me in something.
Uh-huh.
And he
Oh, yes,
proved
the I
that
gotcha.
That the tweet from Rolling Stone was using an older picture.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, so before you start spreading false information, and I was like, the fact that there was ever a story attached to the wrong picture
Yeah.
is so now, but it's my fault for spreading it. And
So now they're CNN.
never wanting to talk about what the content was, just the fact that, oh, well, you've basically shared misinformation. There you go again.
And here's the thing. So the local news over there, they see the story. And they go, oh, I guess we got to cover this. So the local news reporter calls the hospital. Hey, we're here we would like to cover the, people waiting, with gunshot wounds, waiting to get in, but they can't get beds. I go, what are you talking about?
We have 75 beds open right now.
Do you hear the crickets? Right. Come on in.
My nurses that didn't get vaccinated,
It's all
they're still
fake news.
sleeping.
But we get stuff deleted for having a conversation, but Rolling Stone doesn't get deleted. Rolling Stone didn't get a strike.
Of
Because
course
Rolling
not.
Stone has the money.
It's friggin' unreal. It's unreal. On Twitter, there is a site profile called Libs of TikTok. Have you watched this? It's the best. It's the best. Oh,
You got a lot of people checking in, Joe.
what's going on, guys? Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We'll get to the comments. Sorry, we've been a little distracted. And this studio, oh yeah, what do you think about this one right here? We were talking about this yesterday. Superman's son is bisexual now.
You know, I was talking about this on my show. Like, where are the men?
Yeah.
I'm all about this LGBT movement.
right
I am
here.
part of it, but I started out as a gay boy. Now I'm a trans woman, and I'm looking for where are the men. And now if we're letting all of the Supermans and the Batmans, like, I don't care about this, but at the same time, it's like, why not introduce just a whole new bisexual character? Now we're good.
Who would you sleep with first, Superman or Batman?
Batman.
Why?
He's got a cooler car.
He's got a hell of a lot more money.
I think it's because of the nipples on the costume.
No, that's the What's his face back,
Ever
man?
since Nicole
Clooney?
Kidman
Yeah.
did that to his chest, I knew.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Also, so this libs of TikTok, it's fantastic. They're the ones that are helping expose the teachers that are out there that are trying to indoctrinate children and the students. I mean, it's crazy out there.
As a parent, I don't need any help.
But I definitely recommend you follow them. But there's a new thing called medical fat phobia. Have you heard this?
No,
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic.
but I'm not fat.
So here's medical fat phobia.
Like, I just went in, I'm getting a COVID test, flu test, whatever, I'm feeling really bad. And they had to do a blood pressure test. You can't really see, but my arm is really red. Because they didn't have a blood pressure cuff that fit my arm. So in turn, first of all, it was painful. And second of all, they couldn't get an accurate read on my blood pressure. And this may just seem like a simple thing, but it's just so pervasive in the medical field and genuinely impacts like every visit. Medical fat phobia is honestly so pervasive. Like, I just went in, I'm getting a COVID test, flu test, whatever, I'm feeling really bad. And they had to do a blood pressure test. You can't really see, but my arm is...
Yeah, not for nothing. I'm not taking any medical advice from this person.
You should probably, if she needs one that'll fit, she should go to a vet.
Is she mad at the doctor because her arm's too big?
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, and here's the problem with what these kids are being taught. They're all being taught, no matter whether it's critical race theory or anything, that they are the victim, no matter what.
Everybody's the victim now.
Everybody's a victim.
Everybody's a victim.
Right, except for white guys.
White guys.
Okay, white men.
No,
White men that can
No.
do this to their pecs. You don't. Get up about it.
Don't be a victim.
Yeah. I'm a veteran, not a victim. All right? There's a big difference. But it's just so easy to be a victim. Oh, yeah, Trump's saying happy Columbus Day.
Oh, yeah.
That was circa 2019, yeah. But, yeah, follow this Libs of TikTok. They got some great videos that expose a lot of the behind the scenes of what's going on TikTok. Because TikTok's, it's blown up for the youths. The youths.
The two youths?
We're at the
My
two
favorite
youths.
TikTok or Twitter feed is Nancy Pelosi's portfolio tracker. Every day he
What is
tweets
that?
what she's been investing in.
Okay. Oh.
And he follows what she invests in, and he's made money, and he shows in the last, 2 years, her portfolio has done nothing but,
But that's
gain.
the problem. She gets the information
Well,
a
that's
week,
what he's
2
pointing
weeks in
out on that.
advance.
She has blocked it from hers. The Federal Reserve has blocked this Twitter feed. There are so many people who have blocked this Twitter feed, and all he does is point out, hey, 2 years ago she invested in Google, and then a law was passed, and now she's got 132% return on her Google stock. So what he does is track it, and then tells you, go invest in this because today she did.
Yeah.
I bet say, didn't she just make like 37 or 50 something million dollars on the Tesla investment?
But Martha
Or
Stewart,
the-
you get your ass in jail.
How ridiculous was it last year?
Because she had ice cream, not cookies.
Yeah,
Because
how
James-
ridiculous
James
was that?
Comey.
Like, they're just so out of touch. Like, to actually do that.
Are they though? I think the people who are voting for them are out of touch. I think
Of
they're
course.
I think
Of
they're actually
course.
doing exactly what they are here to do.
The people voting for them are also out of touch. That's why they're voting for
I'll
them.
blame it on the stupidity of the American voter.
Yep.
The laziness.
I would go with laziness, not the stupidity. It's great when the
The
government
Obamacare guy went with stupidity. I'm
Because the
sorry.
government is not out of touch. Believe me.
the government
No.
the democratic way is let the government take care of you.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened in
No.
When
When I
Yes.
started taking
1940s.
Trump seriously on the campaign against Hillary is when I saw her bitching to the press, and she said, "Look, I just want every American to have a middle class life." And I thought, what if I want something more than that?
Yeah.
Like,
What if
or
I don't
why
want to
does
make
she-
$28,000 a year?
And I
Right.
understand to some people their ears might ring, like kids in high school or people's arm too big and they can't, whatever. I get what this is appealing to, but at the same time,
Fat phobia.
why is she this now, patriarch of government or matriarch because she's wanting everyone to have a middle class life while she's not living a middle class life?
Yeah, I got a
Her
question
family's
about
like-
that.
Sure.
Well, the patriarch, okay? What's the exact opposite? Matriarch, right?
Right.
So is that what this left woke wants, is get rid of the patriarch system and replace it with a matriarch?
I don't know. I think
Isn't that sexist?
I think that's the Taylor Swift way of blaming everybody but yourself. So if this isn't working, it must be we got to try something else. Like
Yeah.
If the men aren't doing it and they're white, then we need to get like black women in there to be the vice president. And now you see, it's like, well, now I feel sorry for black women going further because they've had one in the White House and she's not doing so well.
She's Jamaican and Indian, to
So
be
if
honest
I was a
with
black
you.
woman, I'd be pissed Just like when I see trannies out there who are getting all pissed, like Calpurnia Adams on Twitter recently, and I love her, but she's dogging out Dave Chappelle, and I'm like, you're just making all of us trannies look like victims, and we're not. So speak for yourself.
See, and that's the thing, and it's those two individuals that we showed earlier at the Chappelle show, okay, going in there, laughing in the beginning, and then 15 minutes in, just stone cold, friggin' arms crossed, the whole bit. Why? Why even be there? Because
They
wanted to be the victim.
Yes.
They wanted to be shot with the ammunition of words.
If you are offended, you wanted to be offended.
Yes, see, and that's so weird.
But you know what happened? At the end of the day, you know what happens when you're offended? Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
I'm not responsible for how you feel about words.
As my mom used to tell me, you used to have to get up and go to school in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't care what
Unless
they
it
called
snows.
you. Yeah.
A lot.
Even then.
A lot.
Unbelievable.
Michael Glaze says that the government are not my parents.
Oh yeah, let's go to the comments here. Sorry for neglecting. Of course, don't forget to click like, boom, 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 hearts if you could. All right, type in the comments. Let us know where you're watching or listening from. Plus, also share this. We are shadow banned. I mean, because these conversations, big tech does not like the spread of actual conversation of people getting along, even though they don't agree on everything or we're not the same people. But man. Yeah, it sucks, but we're gonna win this friggin' this communication battle. All right, what did Andy and Brenda?
That's Queen Mother.
What's up, Queen Mother? That's correct. People are unable to believe that politicians are mostly the same. Okay, they keep we the people believing on party or the other is for them, and the other party is to be hated. The divide, the divide the people, so we are angry voting. It's true. Like the fact that the party of racism is the Democratic Party, historically.
Well, that's all they got to go on. If you remove that, what is their platform?
Now that's why they removed all them statues.
They're the racist party, the party of slavery, okay? I mean, their first president, okay? Andrew Jackson, Trail of Tears. Hey, come on, come on, let's go. And unbelievable. And then, of course, slavery. Juneteenth, wonderful holiday. You know why? That's the day that Republicans went into Texas to say, hey, what are you doing? We won.
This stops.
You didn't hear the word? Yeah, I'm telling you. And then you even move forward a little bit. Okay, after the Civil War, Jim Crow. All right, the party of Jim Crow is the Democrats.
Yep.
Segregation. And what did they use to enforce the Jim Crow laws in the Democrat South? They used the KKK. Democrats.
Yep.
The first movie shown in the White House. Bay?
Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation. Do you know what that movie's about?
No.
KKK. Shown by Woodrow Wilson.
In your comments, Danielle says the Republican Party is the party of racism. If she could direct message my page and prove to me what she's talking about, I would entertain that conversation. But I know she can't.
But here's the thing.
They switched.
So here's what I did. I made my statement, and now I'm showing why I made my statement. Okay? And we'll get to Danielle in just a moment, no doubt, because fair statement, back it up now with facts. I'm going to continue with facts. Let's keep walking down the line here. All right? FDR literally put Italian Americans, German Americans, Japanese Americans in concentration camps in Colorado during the Second World War. Literally signed a piece of paper putting American citizens in concentration camps in Colorado. Facts.
And Arizona.
Telling you. LBJ. That's right. That's not Spanish for the blowjob. That's Lyndon Baines Johnson. Signed the Civil Rights Act that was passed and pushed by a Republican Congress. He had to sign it. Don't forget that. But when he signed it, Bay, what did he say?
Have them voting for me for 500 years.
We'll be having these for hundreds of years.
Michael Glaze just
What's up,
agreed
Mikey?
with you.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You've been fed information that Trump's a racist. How? How is building a wall of racists?
Trump all about money.
Trump is about making money. Not only like him making money, you making money, me making money. You know why? That makes him look good. 2019, the economy wasn't so damn good for 50 friggin' years. 50 friggin' years.
Well, most of the people who are voting for these don't have money, so they don't really understand that. They don't understand why that's important.
No, it's very.
And girlfriend here in the chat, I see her response saying sorry that she's not speaking truth and whatever. Again, they can never, like I said, I invited you to direct message me your argument of the Republicans party, if we're going to play party politics, is racist. You were unable and failed at doing that, and you had to come up with something smart and cute in the chat in front of everybody with your little emojis thinking you're getting something done. And this is the type of shit that I'm trying to eradicate on my show.
Yeah.
We don't play. I don't listen. I will.
And I
dog
like
walk-
Danielle. You know what I
don't know
mean?
who she is, but you know what? You've met your match if you want to get smart with words. I'm trying to have a conversation of like, show me what it is you're talking about, and it might affect the way that maybe I want to vote for it, or at least we'll have a conversation that moves it forward as opposed to just getting cute with everybody.
Like, you can make a statement, but again, back it up with information on why you believe that, why you think that.
I understand not everybody is able to do that.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't blame them, too, because, man, people are doing life. They're waking up. They're freaking taking care of their kids, getting them to school, going to work, all right, worrying about their kid while they're doing their job. Then they go home. They got to pick up the kid. They got to make dinner, the whole bit. And, yeah, they don't have the opportunity to do investing of research. And I get that. But when the people who make it their career to do investigative research, listen to them. And listen, when it comes to parenting or picking up the kids and everything, I'm going to damn right listen to how you do it, because that's what you do. It's a crazy world out there, Raquel. All right. The studio smells like a friggin', what does it smell like again?
A tranny whorehouse.
A tranny
With
whorehouse.
a dash of Jan Crouch.
It really does. I'm going to go to this R-rated trivia every Tuesday at Tennessee Valley Brewing Company.
Where is this?
Tennessee Valley Brewing Company over there on Lowe's Drive.
On Tuesday night?
Yeah, Tuesday nights.
Over by the Chinese place on Lowe's Drive.
Yeah, what is that? The China Buffet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great cat, by the way. Fantastic.
I've had better. But it's not bad.
Chris, you got anything before we head out of here?
No, not really. I mean, we pretty much covered everything that I was going to think of.
Yeah, it's just a conversation today.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, not bad. I don't mind it when we do just throw the football around, right?
Yeah.
It's great.
I know I'm definitely going to check
Tomorrow
you
night,
out.
this week, I'm generally on Thursdays, but tomorrow night I'm doing it at 8.
Hold on,
on
we're
Wednesday
not
because
doing
I'm
your
leaving.
promo yet. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You know, she walks in here. She thinks she's the alpha. Okay.
Well, that hair, I'll give her the alpha on that
I think
one.
she's the alpha in here.
I'll give her the alpha on that one.
I'll take it.
Raquel, what do you got going on? What? Fill us in before we get out of here. Plug away.
Tomorrow night, RKN Live on YouTube, Facebook. Danielle, you are very welcome to join the conversation over there as well. I see she's still got some stuff to say.
Yeah, links are in the video description, too.
Yeah, visit rknlive.com. I'm generally on Thursdays. I'm every week. And on October 25th, I start a morning show called Daystream where we talk about thoughts create feelings and law of attraction.
What is that about?
Law of attraction and thoughts create feelings. Everything you feel.
What,
is
like
because
relationship stuff?
Just kind of like feeling good, energy work, spiritual stuff. Yeah.
You know what we're going to be starting here in the studio?
What?
A dating hotline show with call-ins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call in all the time.
Well, no, you got to come in and be a special
Operator?
Yeah, operator. Sure.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Danielle, we're going to hook her up.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So
I
and
see my RKN family is here. Hi, everyone. Geiger, Betty Jo, Queen Mother. I saw Stacy was here earlier.
yeah, what's up?
Linda Sellers.
What do you call them?
My RKN family.
The RKN family. How you doing? All right. Is there incest in the RKN family?
No, there's Logic.
Okay.
The rapper?
I've heard of him.
Oh man.
You got anything you want to add before we head out?
That's it. I hope you watch me tomorrow night.
Nice job today.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, good. You got
Thanks
to
for
come in
having
more
me.
often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Bay, you got anything before we get out of here?
NASA.
NASA. NASA. Hey, what are your thoughts on it all? All right, type in your comments, give us a like, and make sure to share this video, subscribe to the channel. Also, let us know if you got any questions. We'll answer it the best that we can. But, again, thanks for everything, enabling us to have a conversation here on the Joe Padula Show, America's Party with a Purpose. Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.